We're on the road this morning.
Hold up.
Already.
Good.
We got to go to the town, register the Jeep, get that done. Then we got to
Continue on Maine 17
go meet somebody at the store and get gas at the same time. We got marketplace shuffle sale. So we've had golf clubs that are left-handed golf clubs for quite a while, and
half a mile.
we turned around and ended up somebody wants to buy them, so and I forgot one inside the house behind the wood store.
left onto Maine 206.
I forgot one inside the house behind the wood store
What?
because it's got the wooden base. And gotta turn here if I can without flipping anything.
Continue on Maine 17 east for 1.5 miles. Continue for 4 miles.
1.5 miles and then 4 miles.
No, we're not gonna make that stop.
Six minutes away. Weird little car.
That's what that guy was on your side was for.
Yep.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Road work ahead.
We're not gonna make that stop. So much for the turn around. Oh, that's what that guy lived right there. Stop it, me.
Yeah, it says stop here when red.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on.
There's nobody around other than behind us.
Stop moving.
Oh, I know they got sensors in them, so I didn't know. It says stop here. I'm pretty close to it. Come on. Boys.
Go.
I don't know why it took that long for nobody to be coming from the other direction. It took a couple minutes to sit there for nobody coming from the other direction at all. Gotta make sure going slow. Somebody got a speeding in a construction one not long ago, and it was they gave them over $400,000 of bail for speeding in a construction zone.
Good. You shouldn't be speeding.
doesn't clarify what the speeding was over. They could have been going 5, 10 over, which if it's 25 is not hard to do. And turn around and giving them that much for that.
It's even more acres.
And it's raining.
We're not
What,
gonna
Baba?
make it. We're not gonna make it.
Wow. Andy over here bracing and everything.
What?
Bracing yourself in the corner and stuff.
You see the way you do it?
Back down road.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Sand Hill Road. Take the next right onto Sand Hill Road.
Chickens and ducks.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
Oh my goodness, I want them. Oh, wait back, we're taking some.
Yeah.
They're wild.
On somebody's property.
No, they're not.
And we know who that is.
No, we don't.
That's the moose poop lady on that corner.
They don't live around here.
And we're here. Hey everybody, I just wanted to pop in on this one, and this might be the intro to this. Want to apologize for the rant in this one. The whole way home and everything, I went on a big rant of just irritation about stuff that goes on in small towns here in Maine, and with the GOV as like in the title for the thumbnail, and stuff like that for like registering a vehicle or anything here in a small town. They even told me that before leaving oh, well, when you register it, it could take anywhere from a month or even 2 months until it gets put into the system. And most everybody knows that nowadays, police cruisers, they don't have to do anything. They just see front or back of you. You're in front of them or behind them. They have scanners on front and back that they just scan the plate and it tells them. And if they're not putting it in for a month or two, that means when they scan it, that's how it comes up that it's not valid. So you get pulled over either way. And there's an opening for them to find other things to make sure you gotta pay money out for a ticket. So it aggravates me, and like I said, I go on for a rant on this video for quite a while on the way home to the gas station and on the way home and everything. I'm still very aggravated about it. And then that's only one step of in this state to be able to get your vehicle legal. The second part, you have to pay $13.50 for an inspection sticker. Not bad, but still, when garages charge a lot just to even do tires up here is over $20 a tire to take one off a rim and put one on, that they have machines that do it instead. So doing all of that, and if you got to do 4, it's $80-$90 to switch 4 tires, on one off from the rim and another one on the rim, which to me is wild. And that's why I do a lot of the work, as seen in the videos in the past. Me, my dad, and stuff like that, we do a lot of the work to our vehicles ourselves to make sure that they're kept up with and they're on point and that everything's done to make sure that they're safe and roadworthy. So, like I said, I don't know if I'm putting this in the beginning or in the middle or at the end. Most likely towards the beginning. So, hopefully you enjoy the video of our travels on the back roads, and make sure, if you could please, it means a lot if you hit that subscribe and that thumbs up. If you're watching on a TV, you just push the down arrow and then up to the little thumbs up, and then there's the subscribe up top. All of it means a lot to us and helps us more than you know. And we been trying to put out movies, or not movies, but videos every day. Haven't been able to lately due to getting the vehicle legal and fixing it and stuff. We've been doing a yard sale so we can make up the money and everything, which we're close, but still not there to have all the money to be able to do everything. So we don't go many places because we're in recovery from addiction. 3 years, 4 months as of the 3rd of September, and that makes it that we try and do all we can to not get in trouble, not get pulled over. We don't like dealing with the police. We don't want to have to deal with them at all. So, and that's why we try to do everything we can to keep on top of it. But hopefully you guys enjoy. Hit that thumbs up. We're still trying to figure out, if you have any suggestions for name of the Jeep, then drop it down there in the comments with a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe if you would, please. See you all in the next time. After an hour at the town office or more, hour and a half, we're now on the way to go get gas, and the person we were supposed to meet with the golf clubs for, we weren't able to meet because it took an hour and a half at the town office. Doesn't help that the tree
like that. So we have half of the building with no power, no internet, no phone. Which is weird because they're saying there's no phones, but then they're using the cordless phone at the same time. So, kind of strange there. Saying that their phone lines are down, they have no internet, but then at the same time they're using the cordless landline phone that's there. I don't know if you caught on to that.
I got on a lot of things there. What do you mean by auditors? It's like I was sitting there with auditors and all that stuff. What do you mean by that?
They're being audited by the federal government or the state government for the town. Since 2000, 2001, they've been being audited by the town, which is where they have to go through all of the finances of what has come in and what has gone out and what has gone where.
Because they've been so behind and messing up things.
Because they've been negative and stuff, or it's been lower than what it should be, or higher than it should be for what they've reported to the state and turned into the state. So, and it was because that's cool. Because the last person that was the head of the office there, town treasury or whatever, screwed up the books so bad. The books are what keeps track of all of their spending and where and what comes in and where it goes, and every little thing every little penny that comes in or goes out of the town office. And they were thousands of dollars off with the last person that was there, that was in the position. So they were all set and all perfectly fine with the lady that's there now and stuff. When she was the head of the office, they were perfectly fine and everything was on point. So they weren't audited at any time during that. But then when the other person took over and was put in office there, when she was in office,
In a quarter mile, turn right.
the other lady,
You know, you're sitting in some thing, you know.
yeah, and when the other lady was in office for quite a while, she turned around and ended up messing it up so bad that now they turn around and are being audited. So now they're being audited big time and trying to turn that off, there we go. We can go gas. So the lady that was the head treasury or whatever of the town office turned around and pretty well messed it all up. That they got audited from the first year she was in office all the way through till last year, or to 2025. They've been getting audited for every year, and they have to fix it all and get it all figured out to be fixed and what happened and this and that for it to be off, so to not be correct, so then they can be able to get cleared with the audits that they're doing, because they failed their audits. For like 4 or 5 years, they failed all of the audits. We're here to get gas. On the gas, on the way home. Open up the yard sale. Sit there with that. See if anybody comes by. 'Cause very much can't really do anything else other than brakes and rotors, but I need the tools to be able to do that. But I don't have.
Hold on, me too coming now. Is he waiting too long?
Yeah, taking forever. I think it's really just not right. We paid the $35 last year for registration for the fees. With the fees and stuff like that in our state, you only get charged that when you first register it, because that's the price that has the price for the license plates in there. And
That's not there.
yeah, I know.
Looks like they have another person in the truck.
Wow.
You know who that is.
Whole bunch of stuff. It looked like people from there, but no, they're not supposed to have to do the fees each year, because you get a set of license plates and then you don't have to the next year. So it's always cheaper. And yes, it was cheaper, but at the same time, it was more than it should be for re-registration for the Jeep, because they put the fees on for new plates, which the state decided to change the plates and make it that the plates change. And so with that, they turned around and they're the ones that changed the license plates, and they're making people pay for them again it would have been unanimously across the board to keep it instead of the design they are now. But they decided to change them to what looks like a 4-year-old drew a Christmas tree or a pine tree with a star on top. That's what they decided to change it to. Instead of a chickadee, the state bird, on a pine tree range that it was. Which that covered the state tree as the pine tree, and it's known as the pine tree state, and covered the state bird as well. So it represented both. Now it's just a little scribble drawn pine tree with a star on top. It looks like a 4-year-old was trying to draw a Christmas tree. And nobody likes it. And nobody voted for that or anything. It just, out of nowhere, it came up of, oh, this is what it is now. And you have to pay for it, for a new one.
Let's see some. We're nice if we get toenails.
I said I had to set up the stuff for the yard sale. Good boy, Bubba. There we go. Yeah, he's good boys. Alright, back up. No, come on, back up. I gotta move the Jeep back. Now to go set up the rest of the stuff, and we're back. So, see you soon.